Want to learn to weave? Then we have a looming opportunity for you. Kirsten Fitzgerald has joined us to share the ins and outs of weaving for amateurs. Kirsten is a museum educator in the textiles department at Hale Farm and Village. Welcome to our show.
Thank you.
So there's actually a class that people can go to find more about
Yes.
how to do this weaving, but first let's just sort of take a look at the loom that you have here.
Sure, this is a type of tabletop loom. It's called a rigid heddle loom, and it is a great loom to start learning to weave on because it uses basic techniques. It's low cost, and as you can see, it's very small, so it's very, very space effective.
All right. Then I know Hale Farm and Village talks about history, so is this
Yes.
the kind of loom that they would have used way back then?
Well, a rigid heddle loom is a modern version of an antique loom, like this loom right here. This is called a box loom or a tape loom, and that would have been used to make narrow bands of cloth, whereas the rigid heddle loom was designed to make it easier to weave.
Okay, so how does it work?
Well, you can see all of my threads have already been put on the loom, and so this is my heddle here. What I do is I lift it up like this, and this makes the space right in between there. I take my shuttle, which has my weaving thread on, take it right through that space, and I want to keep my angle at 45 degrees and hold on to the edge so that my cloth doesn't pull in tight and narrow. And I pick my heddle up and nice and tight next to that row, right there like that.
Wow. Wow.
Very easy.
It does actually look very easy. So I remember the kind of pot holders you'd make on those little tiny looms, and you had to actually take some and go in and out and in and out.
Yes.
So this heddle takes away all that problem.
Yes, absolutely. So if you didn't have that, as you could see, you'd have to go in and out all that. But when the heddle is up here, your threads are separated. And so when I move my heddle to the bottom space, all the threads that were on top have now switched places with the threads on the bottom.
Wow. So you just have to remember which way your heddle has to be in
exactly.
order to do the next
Yes,
row.
you do.
And you go back and forth. So,
Right.
so you had it up before, so now it's down.
Right.
And you just do the same thing going the other direction.
Yes.
Okay, can I try?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh no, I might ruin it. All right.
So you take it right through there. Good job.
Okay, so you said 45-degree
Right, and
angle.
hold on to your edge.
Just at the corner like that?
Yeah, so that way it doesn't pull in and then it won't get narrower. Then you can just let go of it after you hold on. So you just want to hold it on when you pull it through.
Oh, okay.
Then you grab the two sides there. Yep, just like that. You're
and then
weaving.
it has to go back up again for the next round.
Right.
Woo. It wasn't so hard at all,
No, it's
actually.
very easy.
So
job.
this is a pretty small looking loom. So does it only make small items?
Well, you can make items as wide as your loom is. If you wanted to make something bigger, then what you would do is make multiple items and sew them together.
Okay. We got a couple examples here, right?
I do. These are some examples of items that can be made on a rigid heddle loom. So this is a kitchen towel that's right here. This is a placemat or table mat, and then this beautiful scarf. And what we were working on, what you were working on here is a dishcloth.
Oh, okay. That's what we, in calves colors.
In calves colors,
Go
yes,
calves.
absolutely.
So, and you've got this upcoming class now. So tell us when that is.
All right, so our workshop for weaving will be held at Hale Farm and Village on Saturday, May 10th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The cost is $72, and each participant will have their own loom to work on and be able to take home a finished piece. And in addition, they'll also get a small handheld loom that they get to take home and to continue weaving.
All right, and it's not just weaving that Hale Farm has classes on. What are some of the other areas?
Well, we also offer workshops on spinning. We have a natural dye garden, so we have natural dyeing, we have pottery, glass blowing, and they're great generational activities, as well as our youth maker camps this year as well for pottery and broom making.
Wow.
Yes.
So all those old skills that nobody knows anymore.
That's right. You need to learn them again.
Yeah, absolutely. This craft could easily weave its way into your heart because it's so easy to do. To find out more or to register for any of the classes, use the information that's coming up next. My thanks to Kirsten for coaching us on this creative craft.
Thank you for having me.
For more information, call Hale Farm and Village at 330-666-3711 or click to www.halefarm.org. Next.